What's up, everybody? It's Picker Goose here, and I'm sure, as most of you know, it was a very slow weekend this weekend, but I still got some things done. I hit up a couple yard sales, nothing too big, and I hit up the thrift stores, which I did pretty well at. So here we go. Boom! This is how you start out the whole video with the bang. These are the Air Jordan Aqua 8s, and I learned this from watching the College Pickers channel. As you guys know, if I ever pick something up because of a different YouTuber, I'm always going to give them a nice shout out. Got these out of Goodwill, Weigh and Pay. Make sure you guys get out there. Grab these die-cast Thomas trains for 50 cents a piece at the thrift store. These add up. I love to collect these and put them in a bundle. At another thrift store, I grabbed some N-Box and N64 things. These are complete. I'll just show you guys this stuff real quickly, just to show you the type of thing that's out there. Now, none of these are necessarily home runs, but they're all worth something, and I'll make something off of all of them. Grabbed a bunch of snapbacks and regular hats and things like that. I also got this thing. You put your hat on it after you clean it. It opens up and it will keep the shape of your hat. And I mean, that's just great. I picked that up, obviously, not to resell before my actual business. So what hats I grabbed? I grabbed the Under Armour camel hat. It's pretty cool. None of these hats are home runs, but they're all really sweet. Here's a Cubs snapback. Here's an old Tampa Bay Lightning vintage. I believe this is vintage. It's definitely the old logo, and that dates this to at least 2004. And I mean, it's just a really slick looking hat. So, Miami Dolphins snapback with the tag. It's a new era. I believe that this is a minor league baseball team because of that logo on the back. So I'm just going to do a quick Google search and I'll find it out in a matter of seconds. I just haven't done it yet. The Milwaukee Brewers Tampa Bay Rays snapback, kind of beaten up. But I mean, you just do a nice wash, put it on that drying rack, and I tell you, this thing will be looking good in no time. I got a Taz Tampa Bay Bucks shirt. Shout out to the Global Voodoo, the Voodoo Vintage. I would not have grabbed this if without his morning show, A Morning Cup of Joe. Go check it out. This is a Bubba Army shirt. I run into these every now and then. This is for the Bubba the Love Sponge show. It's a radio show. These things go for about 15 bucks each, shipped. Here's a USF shirt. You got the front and the back, and I always pick these up for 50 cents to $1, and I mean, they only sell for about 10. Here's a Fox racing jersey type thing. You know, they use this on the dirt bikes. It's pretty cool. Here's a Friend Seen It. I hit my board game quota of the week. I do like to grab a couple here or there or whatever, but I mean, a Friend Seen It is a good deal. I picked this up for $3, and here's a little tip. Don't put it on eBay. Concentrate on Amazon. There are certain things where on Amazon you're going to get a lot more money for. This is one of them.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here,
I really like to get TV shows on DVD by the season. You can get these pretty cheap at yard sales and things, and most of them, not all of them, most of them are going to be worth a couple dollars. This I'm going to get about 15. TI 83 Plus, so my first one at their high school, still in demand. Grab this Polaroid camera. I love doing the Polaroids. I mean, they're just awesome. I think they're really, really cool. This is a Job Pro. It's nothing special or anything like that, but I always get these really cheap, and every now and then you're gonna get one worth 40, 45 bucks. Almost got him. Almost got the fish. Ah, shit. All right, here's a Daiwa fishing rod, and it comes along with the lesson here, okay? So listen up. The lesson is I grabbed this at the Weigh and Pay, and I mean, this thing cost me a few cents at that because it's just so light. It's a heavy action. I grabbed it because it is a Daiwa, and I estimate this rod to be worth between $20 and $25. And after I was in my cart, and I didn't even go up yet, a guy came over and he offered to buy it off of me. Never do that. If you get anything from a thrift store and someone comes up and they're offering you to buy it, or at a yard sale, or wherever you are, your answer 100% of the time is going to be no. The only exception is if you actually know the value and they're offering you overvalue. Grab this from Goodwill. It's a Cuisinart coffee maker. Keep your eye out for these things. I'm always picking them up between $5 and $10, and they'll sell for 40 to 80, something like that. I talked about the Dulcimer in maybe my first videos on here. But here is a Dulcimer making kit. I grabbed this thing for a whopping $1. What? Here's the item of the week. It's a Boy Scout bugle. Believe it or not, Goose used to be in the Boy Scouts. Not that long. So here's a bugle. It's made of brass and I believe copper. And this is vintage. It's really, really cool. This thing is really neat. I mean, I saw this, I knew I had to grab it. It's missing the little mouthpiece there because I lost it, and it's somewhere around my office or whatever. I'll find it, I'll put it up. And I just thought that this thing was really cool. It's only going to bring me in about 20 to 30 bucks, probably 25 realistically. But I mean, this was awesome.